The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
そうだ。テレビつけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメ。
よりによって。
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと。
ワクワク。
Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Grifter Zone.
Oh, you found your moo.
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is.
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken out of context.
Gay, gay, gay.
Oh. No. How is it my fault? What? The bracket gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like, genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
Listen, if it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say? People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on. But that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
He's jealous. Fuck yeah. Been knew I was that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell him to fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy First Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum. Yes.
Okay. I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Definitely dark.
Somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cock Meltdown. Oh my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
Did
can
I
I
focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
Well, can I assume that everything in this article you would agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so that
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn. Why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your friends?
Titty
Did your social
sprinkles.
credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought or, heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, flak jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter
I breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
pro-black Twitter hoes.
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh God, that's getting clipped.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I was doing so good tonight too.
Drops, retard. Robocock.
Holy crap, ladies and gentlemen. My God, can you guys hear me? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right, we are live, boys. We are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole. that is known as the internet. But before we do that, bring it in, boys. Bring it. Why am I not as big as normal? That's what she said. That's what she said. Ah, fuck it. It's okay. Look at the chat. I can't even go away completely. I'm too small. Look at the chat. I don't know what these guys are doing. I have no idea. All right, guys, listen very closely. Why is Octopussy dead? If you're watching on YouTube, like the stream, boys. Let's go. Like the stream. Figure it out. Figure it out. If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you're watching anywhere else, that's just a little bit gay. Or like the stream. Like the stream, please. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking, man? What are we checking today? Listen, guys, there's a lot going on. And at the same token, there isn't much going on. It honestly seems like the world's exploding when it comes to the whole censorship debacle and the whole UK debacle and the whole like nonsense that's going on with the Online Safety Act. We got a lot to talk about in that regard. But what else are we talking about today, boys? What are we checking? Titty check. All right, fair enough. Clippy waifu body pillow. Why would you want a body pillow of Clippy? What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Job application check. I hope you get it, man. I hope you get the job. What else we doing? Hypno roadcast check. Absolutely, like always. Like always. A prostate check. Always check the prostate. Don't forget it. UK is fuck check. Probably. Hypno is gay check. Definitely. There you go. Hypnotic driving back home after a very dark date check. Absolutely not. That is not happening whatsoever. Gooting to a rat from Hypno. What? Hoyoverse check? Bro, what? My man is gooting to a rat? What is wrong with you? First the panda and now the rat? Oh my God, bro. Well, on that note, our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Like the stream, boys. Like the stream. We're going to do the Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who is in this chat right now. Aside from former Kotaku urinalists, black samurais that unfortunately did exist but no longer do, and people like myself that completely ran out of time today, that forgot his webcam at home, that had to hurry up and rush to go buy one after he forgot that he didn't have one, realizing that Hypnotic was not moving when he booted up VTube Studio, thus resulting in a massive amount of lost time, not being able to put up a poll, asking would you kindly. Yeah, those people. We got St. Hugo. We got Little Jim's Halo. We got Base Chicago over on Rumble. We got Garrett Grant. What's up, Garrett Grant? We got Barry Dixon Butts. We got Dark Exile. We got Bruce Fields. We got the Nordic King over on Rumble. We got Democulus over on Rumble. We got the Gaming Wolf 87. We got Miss Megadeth over on Rumble, specifically saying she does not have a prostate. That's good to know. Matt Fun Cool. What's up, man? We got Death Star. What's up, dude? Chaotic Holy. Daniel Ocean 11. We got Hanny the Legend. D-Mag. What's up, D-Mag? We got the Gaming Wolf 87. Time Bound Howler. What's up, dude? Nexus, Nocturne, Felstep, Fat Roller. Always Lost on Nothing Else. Dark Obsidian. Never Was. Astrayed Links. Breezy Stratton. Yamato 85. The Nordic King. Jeremiah Maxwell. Blue Octopussy. Rye Guy over on Rumble. Deku Leader. Nick Havoc. What's up, man? Sonia Lisette. We got Dumb Creative over on Rumble. Matt Stanford. Ali Kusanagi. We got Dark Mistress 1980. We got John Ambler. Says he's definitely not here. I don't know about that. We got Derek Smith. Shout out to Derek Smith. Extra Hall. What's up, dude? We got Daniel. We got Old Man Cad. Most likely supervised, hopefully. We got War Maniac 209. We got Randall Hess. We got Travis S. We got P Drake 10. What's up, dude? We got Donkey Honky the Mayo Monkey. We got Ghost Love. We got Matthew. We got who else? Dark Exile. We got Luck E. Inferno Hell Knight. Kayatsi. The Voice in the Water. UFO Mega. Zelosi over on Rumble. Yamato 85. We got Mookie Dookie over on Rumble. Guff R35. Mr. Melancholy. We got Pop D. You sound a bit less bassy. It's probably because I am in a very echoey room most likely. So unfortunately, I lose some of that testosterone. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm using the same exact equipment. It's just the location that I'm in. We got Carlos. What's up, man? All right, four more people, and then we're gonna get into it, boys. Let's go. The legend. Look at this guy, King Demon Wing. Shout out to King Demon Wing. We got Crash Collins. We got Snake Doctor 313. We got Bay Chicago over on Rumble. Prophetic Apathetic. We got, who else is here, man? Rune with the Power of the Monkey. We got Romanizer 24. Dark Obsidian. What's up, dude? We got Ricky Field. We got Faye. And last but not least, we got Nexus Nocturne. We got, who else is here? Aurelius Khan over on Rumble. Sir Loins over on Rumble. Sisaloco. Son of Mr. Vengeance. Pay It Forward 42 over on Rumble. SSJ Kage. What's up, man? Wireframe. Let's see. Lionheart. Who else? Paul Q, the fucking legend. What's up, Paul Q? How you doing? And we got Roll Some Joint. We got Daniel, Format on Rumble, Raven Rainfall, Hickory Excalibur, Mifune Takumi, and Turlo. All right, guys, listen, I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member today, and let's see who is going to get this massive road money shot today, man. Who is going to get it? We're on the road, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this money shot going right now. Come on, we got a lot we got to talk about today. I'm behind on time, boys. I'm behind on time. We got Blue Octopus. Oh, Blue Octopus is joining in on this. Okay. All right. Well, since you're the first one, you can't go up, so you got to go down ×3. Hentai Tentacle Power. Magical Girl Power is activated. Magical Tentacles deactivate defenses and summons the money shot. ×3. 1, 2, 3. Hanny. Basic ass bitch booty hole protection with Cassie's industrial grade goon oil. So fuck the next 4 motherfuckers with a bottle of Pantanera wine. Fuck you, Hypno, you're gay. This is an interesting one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, man. Not Miss Megadeth, man. God damn. You guys just be sniping the nicest people, man. The nicest people. Miss Megadeth was just being nice. She was congratulating Snooty Mims for being a legend over on Rumble. Is she new? No, she's not new, but come on. Come on, man. What are we doing? Well, sorry, Miss Megadeth. You are the recipient of the money shot today.
What the?
Like the stream, man. Like the stream. All right, boys, listen, we got a lot we got to talk about today. Okay. In all seriousness, I was late. I apologize for being late, but silly me, I had everything packed except for the one thing that makes my avatar what it is, which is a webcam. I forgot it, and I didn't realize until I literally booted up VTube Studio, and I was like, why am I not moving? And then I realized, oh, I'm not moving because I'm kind of missing the one key component to make that happen. So I had to go on a little bit of a rush to go buy a camera, but hey, we were able to do it, and we're here. Talk about dedication, boys. But what do we got to talk about? Well, listen, we got to talk about some regulators apparently pressuring social media companies to abide by the censorship of the EU or the UK, however you want to put it. We got to talk about that, man. They're trying to go after X, Facebook, TikTok, everybody, YouTube. They're trying to make everybody bend the knee and say, you must adhere to our rules, even if you are not based in our country. It doesn't matter. They're trying to do that, right? We're also going to talk about how Facebook is suddenly being targeted now, because remember how I covered that Facebook, apparently their AI was able to have romantic conversations with children and that it was okay according to their terms of service? Well, seems like they're getting investigated. So we got to talk about that. We're also going to talk about a recent Sony former executive, Sean Layden, who always likes to just say the dumbest things. Well, luckily for us, we like to cover things when people say something dumb. And he's deciding to say that game prices are just way too cheap right now, right? that apparently the margins are too small when it comes to AAA development. And that is considering that every single studio has recorded record profits. And meanwhile, they're trying to say the margins are too small. So we're going to talk about that as well. We also got to talk about some more. Remember that Attorney General Liz Murrow, who's going after Roblox? Well, don't let it get it twisted. She's absolutely doing this to her own benefit. And now we know exactly why. It's because she's trying to utilize Roblox in order to push age verification to pretty much everything. And NetChoice is trying to fight back against them legally. And it's this entire back and forth spat on Twitter we got to talk about. So we got a lot of age verification stuff we need to talk about tonight too. And we got some fast topics with Wu Chang. We got some fast topics with Black Ops, all kinds of shit. Pokemon. We got a couple of fast topics. Mafia too we got to talk about. So before we do any of that, though, ladies and gentlemen, we have to do the number 2 segment on YouTube. Yet, not the number one, not the number one, the number 2 segment. And this one is called none other than the retard of the day.
And here we are. The fate of the planet is in the hands of a bunch of retards I wouldn't trust with a potato gun.
All right. Time for the retard of the day, boys. So this one... this one, oh man, I let the troll let the troll out on this one. This was probably a bad idea. Not really. It really doesn't matter. I let the troll out on this one a little bit. So this person commented on my video that I did about Tati Gabrielle from the Intergalactic The Heretic Prophet. Remember that? How Tati Gabrielle essentially thinks that she owns you guys. Remember that? So this person, Mr. Kell's Game, decided to comment and say she indeed owns you crybabies and YouTubers. Because apparently us talking about that makes us crybabies and YouTubers. So I saw that comment and I'm like, wow, this guy really is bending over hard for these corporations. He must have a gaping asshole. So the troll in me was like, you know what? Well, instead of typing this entire long paragraph, right? Instead of typing this entire long response that I can actually put energy into, let me just copy and paste anal sex definitions and just literally post it under his gaping asshole, right? So that's literally what I did. I just trolled a little bit too hard. And if you read the top comment, it says the human anus, the external opening of the rectum, is more than just a part of the body involved in defecation. And then it goes on and on and on from there, giving a whole bunch of different anal sex, I guess, things. And then at the bottom, I did type something and I said, hopefully this information helps you on your quest to become the industry's #1 gaping fuckhole with a smiley face. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the retard of the day. That's it. That's basically it. I mean, listen, I it is what it is, man. I didn't want to waste time. I didn't want to waste time writing a whole paragraph, but I wanted to make sure he realized that I cared. You know what I mean? I just wanted him to realize that I cared enough to respond. That's all. In any case, that was the retard of the day. And now it's time for the #1 segment on YouTube, the #1 segment all across the world, including Rumble. This segment is known as the pre-stream legend.
Money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
And also, really quick, guys, really quick. As you guys are aware, ever since the age verification nonsense hit the market, pretty much everybody's channels went immediately dead, mine included. But today, I think we broke through the nonsense. I don't know, maybe we'll get lucky, but it seems like we broke through it little by little through nonstop grind as we always do. Because today, we currently have a video that is at almost 50,000 views or more. We have another one that's at 15,000 views or more. And then a third one that's at like almost 10,000, which has resulted in us going from 97,400 subscribers to none other than almost 97,800 subscribers. 97,777. So we are almost We are getting closer and closer to the 98,000 subscriber mark. So if you guys are new here and you haven't subbed yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button. We are back in the algorithm, even if it's only temporarily, and we're going to try to abuse it as much as we possibly can before it eventually dies off again, because that's just how it goes, right? YouTube's fucking around with shit too much. That's just how it goes, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to whoever just subscribed. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, let's go to pre-stream legends, ladies and gentlemen. Then we're going to get into the content, man. We got Mr. Melancholy. Mr. Melancholy with a 2. The UK is nuttier than squirrel shit. That's probably true. That's probably true. Nick Havoc with a 5. I'm seeing this girl, and all she wants to do is hook up and then have me cook her eggs in the morning. She just wants friends with Benedicts. Wow. Wow. Thank you, Nick Havoc. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Adair Soto gifting 1 hypnotic membership. Starting the membership train, my brother. Thank you so much, Adair Soto. Starting the train. And then this guy, King Demon Wing, dropping an absolutely insane 10 membership banger. You already know what it means when we get the first membership banger of the stream. Shout out to King Demon Wing. Thank you so much, brother, for the 10 memberships. I appreciate you very much. And guys, I didn't even get to put the tier goals, man. I've been so busy today. It's not even funny. I usually don't stream on the day that I travel, but I was like, fuck it. I'm streaming tonight. I'm not missing it. And then I fucking left my camera. But anyway, we are trying to get to what is it? Jesus Christ, I forgot, man. I think 429. We're trying to get to 429 tier 1s in a row, boys. Tier 2, I don't know. I think we're at like 114 or something like that. So shout out to you guys. Thank you so much, King Demon Wing. We got Dragon Master with 11 months. Donkey Kata and Atreus send his regards. And on Battlefield 6 launch day, I'll be there to celebrate your failure. Ha 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 ha. Well, I'm not going to fail at Battlefield. They might fail. I'm not going to fail. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see how this goes. We got Schizosaurus for 1 month. Bella Ramsey says she wants to be the next Spider-Man. Oh, come on, bro. Stop it, man. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Listen, deep down, I kind of want it to happen because that'll be amazing content. But in terms of legacy of Spider-Man, no. Ali Kusanagi gifting 1 hypnotic membership. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, brother. And then Paul Q, the fucking legend, sneaking in a 10 membership banger.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Shout out to Paul Q. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate your help with the 10 membership banger. And then we got the Nerdy Mechanic. Shout out to the Nerdy Mechanic. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Shout out Nerdy Mechanic with the 5 membership
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Shout out to the Nerdy Mechanic. Thank you so much for the 5 membership banger. And then we got Dark Exile. Dark Exile dropping another 10. This is too many 10s, boys. We got to do it again. Shout out to the absolute legend Dark Exile. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. We got P Drake with 4 months of legendary status. I hate the PC culture we live in these days. Can't the guy just use a PlayStation without getting called a peasant? No. I'm just kidding. Use whatever you want, man. If somebody's calling you a peasant, just call them a peasant back. Who gives a fuck? Demon Mage with 499 to Hypno YouTube unsubscribe me. I'm not surprised. I couldn't find your live the past few days till now. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Again, I'm not surprised at all because we were in, like, for the last week, we've been in a complete lull ever since they introduced the age verification on the 13th. They fucked the algorithm. But today we have gotten videos that have just exponentially exploded, which resulted in us getting back in the algorithm, even if it's slightly. So we're trying to take advantage of it while we can, because it'll go away at any moment. So Jason Alator, thank you, Demon Mage. Jason Alator for 17 months of legendary status. Folks, it is going to get worse before it gets better. Time to get ready for non-government censorship. Oh, we're already here, man. We're already here. Head of HR for Hypnotic Gamer Coffee for $19.99. All he says is sobs.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Don't cry, head of HR. Don't cry, man. Don't cry. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you so much for the 20. I appreciate that. War Maniac 209 for 3 months of legendary status. I heard from good sources that Hypno sucks verily at video games. Also, censorship sucks. Canada is just as fucked as Europe. That's probably true. That's probably true. Considering the stuff that we see happening in Canada, it's probably true. Sephiroth, not only does Sephiroth becomes a member all on his own, but then he decides to give a 5 membership banger right
My
after.
hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Shout out to Sephiroth. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 5 membership banger. I appreciate that. Then we got Felstep gifting a membership. Thank you, sir. We got P Drake for the 5. How do you know someone is a PC gamer? You don't. They tell you. You sure about that? I feel like console people do that too, like the hardcore ones. And then Sephiroth does it again. He does it again with another 5
My
members.
hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Shout out to Sephiroth with the 5 membership banger. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Nico with the COP10.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Shout out to Nico. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Absolute fucking legend. And then we got Gearmaster with a 10. I dated 2 girls at the same time. Kate and Edith were both mine. But one thing I learned, and I know is true, you can't have Kate and Edith too. Aww. Come on. I get it. God damn it, man. And then we got BioT Wolf 19 with a 5. The other day, I saw a baguette in a cage. It was bred in captivity. I tell dad jokes, but I have no kids. I'm a faux pas. Fucking BioT Wolf. Blue Octopussy with a 2 says, where's my pole at? I'm jonesing, man. I explained what happened, Blue. I explained it already. Old Man Cad also snuck in a 5 membership.
My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Shout out to Old Man Cad. Thank you so much for the 5 membership banger. You absolute fucking legend, dude. Shout out to you. Where are we at? We should be almost caught up now. Hold on. We got Beautiful Zexa with a 5. Hey, Hypnotic, would you ever go to a coffee shop that only employs neurodivergent people? The fuck do I care? Doesn't matter to me. Do they have good coffee? I don't even drink coffee. But if I did, that's all I would care about. BioT Wolf 19 with a 5. You missed my first super. No, I didn't. So I just burnt my Hawaiian pizza. I guess I should have put it on aloha temperature. BioT Wolf is really going for the gold, I think. Old Man Cat for a 2 says, you missed my membership gift 5. No, I didn't. See, you guys are just If you guys just were a little bit more patient, just a little bit more patient, you'd realize that StreamYards, unfortunately, does not show me everything. And once I realize it, I go to my fan funding and make sure that I call it out. See, should have just been a little bit more patient, man. We got Karate Werewolf for 2. Anything special planned for 100,000 subs? Yeah. I mean, we're just gonna do like a celebration stream, and I'm gonna give away $1,000 worth of video games on Steam. So we're gonna have a bunch of giveaways. You know, just give out a ton of games as much as we possibly can. I might even do more. It just all depends on the day. We'll see. We shall see. But that's what I plan to do. We'll kind of go from there. Maybe I'll bring some people on. I don't know. We'll see. See how it goes. Let's see where we at. Now we got to go to Rumble. We got Crash Collins gifting 1 Hypnotic membership. Shout out to Crash Collins. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. We got Snooty Mims with a 10. Hail Hypnotic. Hail my mighty guys in Rumble chat. Shout out to Snooty Mims. Thank you so much, man. Zalosi gives a membership over on Rumble. Thank you. Snooty Mims gives a membership over on Rumble. Thank you. Let's scroll down. Deadeye's Lock with $1. Jasmine Crockett is so racist. Her black fatigue can't even hide her aura as white as her KKK masters. Well, that's some next level shit for sure. Anti-Federalist Pain with a 5. British YouTubers are talking a lot differently than they did just a few months ago. It'll be interesting to see what happens on the 13th of September. UK, good luck. You're finally learning freedom ain't free. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I feel like they knew that already. They just chose, most of them unfortunately voted to choose the path of least resistance. That's kind of how that goes. What was that in the chat? Somebody said, what? Somebody said, I don't trust VTubers. What? What, you think I'm not going to give away $1,000 worth of video games? Really? If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. Just saying. All right, boys. Are we fully caught up? We are fully caught up. Fuck yeah. Shout out to everybody. I think we might have hit tier 1. Maybe. I think we might have hit tier 1 at this point. If not, I'm sure we're pretty damn close. So, all right, boys. Let's I sound depressed. What happened? I'm not depressed. I'm just not at home. So I don't want to be waking people up screaming like a fucking madman. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do when I'm at home. So, all right. Let's see. What do we got going on? Okay. Was about the super chat and having faith. Oh, got it. Okay. Makes sense. Snooty Mims just snuck in 1 more membership over on Rumble. Shout. Oh my God. And then James Zopp just dropped a 5 membership banger. Thank you so much, James Zopp, for the 5 membership banger. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. All right. We are fully caught up everywhere. Look at this. The fuck I just click on? What'd you just click on? Shit.
Thousands of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit up on that ass right now.
Nobody told you to click that, bro. Why'd you click it? Why did you click it, Eric? All right, man. Let's get to the content. Can we get into the content, man? Holy shit. Let's go. We're gonna start off with the fast topics, and then we're gonna get to the main topics. We don't have too many fast topics. Okay. We don't have too many fast topics, so we're just gonna kind of burn right through them and focus on the 3 main topics of today. So first fast topic has to do with good old Mafia, the Old Country. Now, a lot of people have been complaining about this game, okay? Which is fine. I get it, right? And I know Cassie wasn't very happy, and I enjoyed the game. I thought it was very good. I thought it was very much a Mafia game through and through. I wrote my review. Actually, I didn't even write my review for it yet. I have to write my review for it. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty good game. But one major complaint that people have from Mafia: The Old Country is that apparently it doesn't have an explorable world, right? Which, again, this is Mafia. Mafia's always been a fairly simplistic chapter-esque kind of game. But they did have free roam. They used to have free roam at some point. But this game, apparently is now going to be getting a actual free ride mode, which will add new missions and activities to the Old Country's gorgeous but mostly empty world, according to Kotaku. So that's cool. That's cool. I think that's going to benefit the game a lot. I think it's going to help those people who need to feel like they're playing GTA while not actually playing GTA. I think it'll help them kind of assimilate to perhaps the ways of Mafia. But overall, more open world, more missions is not necessarily a bad thing, so long as the main story is not affected, which is not going to be. So cool for me. I think that's perfectly fine, and I will definitely check it out for sure. I'll see how it is. Hopefully they don't tie any achievements to it, because I'm trying to achievement hunt right now, but chances are they might add some. We shall see. All right, let's move on. Next topic really quick. Have you guys been following this, the McDonald's story? I don't know if you guys have been following this, but scalpers are a huge fucking issue, okay? Scalpers are a massive issue when it comes to Pokemon anything, right? Literally anything Pokemon. Scalpers are a big problem. Obviously, scalpers affect other other like entertainment mediums. I get that. But when it comes to Pokemon, especially, it's really bad, right? We're talking about everything sells out in like 30 fucking seconds. There's very little limitations on what you can buy, so people just all buy it up in one shot. Crazy, right? So McDonald's apparently is getting tough on the Pokemon scalpers ahead of another weekend of giveaways. So I don't know if you guys heard of this story. I'm sure you probably did. But McDonald's did a special event with Pokemon, right? And what they ended up doing, what the scalpers ended up doing, was that they would buy the meal that would give them the special item that was Pokemon related, and then they would just dump the meal. And McDonald's was getting so pissed because there was so much food that was being wasted. There was pictures going around everywhere of food just getting wasted like crazy. It was ridiculous. So now, apparently, it happened in Japan. So now apparently they're going to be putting in measures to fight against that. What they're going to be doing, I'm not sure. Last weekend, Japanese McDonald's outlets attempt to include packs of Pokemon cards in Happy Meals, and did not only 2 days early, but in the complete chaos of miserable children and gross amounts of wasted food. This weekend, the chain is trying again, but this time with toys instead of cards, and far more strict rules in place. Originally intended to run from the 9th to 11th, the Japanese Happy Meal promotion was the annual event of including packs of Pokemon TCG cards, which always causes a lot of excitement but rarely involves the police. This year, however, amidst the ongoing mass hysteria over the cards, things immediately got wildly out of control. Scalpers rushed in to buy dozens of Happy Meals each, remove the cards to resell them, then dump the food on the street. Just a few hours in to what should have been a 3-day promotion, the entire thing had to be abandoned due to card stocks running out and the chaotic scenes in restaurants. McDonald's quickly issued an apology and said that it was all canceled. This is why we can't have nice things, man. This is why we can't have nice things, because you got people fucking it up for everybody else, man. So basically, the scalpers went in there, bought a bunch of food just to get the cards, dumped the food, wasted all of it, and resold the cards because, of course, right? Of course they did. So that ended up resulting in McDonald's canceling it damn near almost immediately. It didn't even go the 2 days that it was supposed to go. And scalpers, it's always the scalpers, bro. They are a different breed, and they're a lower breed. That's for sure. That's absolutely for sure. No, I know. Listen, I'm not saying it was Japanese people that did it. I'm just saying I believe it happened in Japan. It could have been foreigners for all I know, whatever. But it doesn't really look like something that would happen in Japan, to be honest with you. But that's just what's going on. So, however, they are going to be trying again. This weekend's promotion features Pokemon toys rather than cards, but seems no less likely to be the target of scalpers. Running from today, August 15th to 17th, far stricter purchase restrictions have been put in place, so much so that it'll suck for any family with 4 kids. Last weekend, the often ignored rule said no more than 5 Happy Meals could be bought per person. This time, it's no more than 3 meals per group. If you order 4 or more sets, says McDonald's via machine translation, we will refuse your purchase and cancel the order. The same rule applies to deliveries. So again, unfortunately, the scalpers have ruined it for pretty much everybody. It's one of those shitty situations where scalpers just had to come in and fuck it all up, and now McDonald's like, well, now nobody gets it the way that we want it. Kind of how it goes. So yeah, I highly doubt they're going to be able to enforce this. I think they're going to get felted again, to be honest with you. Scalpers are always going to find a way. And unless you restrict it down to like one per person, they'll still find a way somehow, some way. All right, let's talk about Wu Chang really quick. We got some Wu Chang news. So I talked about this on SNH, but I wanted to bring it up on Hypnocast really quick. Wu Chang, as you guys are aware, I made an entire video on this nonsense that's going on with Wu Chang. But Wu Chang got censored recently due to some Chinese nationalists not exactly being very happy as to the story and what's going on there, right? So apparently there is a mod, there is available if you guys want to, seek it, that will revert everything back to the way it was in 1.4, pre-censorship in every way. So I wanted to make sure that everybody who might have Wu Chang that might be upset about this has the ability to check this mod out. It does exist. But you know what I like? I like how the gamer likes to, whenever it's censorship for a chud game in their eyes, they always want to put quotations around it because they don't take it serious, right? They did this like, oh, there's already a mod to undo the censorship patch, right? Because they don't view it as censorship, but these are the same motherfuckers, right? If there was an LGBTQ game that allowed you to see the dick and balls of some dragon man, and then all of a sudden you weren't able to see those dick and balls anymore, they would be the first ones to scream censorship at the top of their fucking lungs until everybody had to bend the knee to them, in terms of corporations anyway. So it's just typical hypocrisy. But in any case, this patch is available. It's out there. It's out there for anybody who wants to pick it up and utilize it and play the pre-censored version. That's basically it. All right, moving on. We're getting through them, boys. We're getting through them. Now, there are some rumors and reports, okay? There's some rumors and reports of Call of Duty Black Ops 7 that the standard edition will reportedly not be $80, right? Now, I think that this will be true because of the backtracking that we saw Microsoft do with some of their games that they plan to have as $80, right? The Outer Worlds 2 was supposed to be $80, and they got so felted by pre-order numbers that they decided to backtrack. And they were like, well, I know we blamed market conditions, but, a couple of weeks went by, and suddenly the market conditions got better. So we're going to lower the price like heroes. That's what's going to happen here. So I don't think it's going to be $80 at all. I think it's going to be $70 for the standard edition, but they'll probably do what Borderlands did, Borderlands 4, and they'll probably have like a super duper deluxe edition for like $140 or something like that. We'll see. Oh, it'll cost $90. Oh yeah, I'm sure it'll cost $90. Yeah. So we'll see. But in any case, there are rumors about this, and I do believe this to be true. I don't think it's going to be $80 at all. Not this game anyway. Especially since it's going to be on Game Pass. I highly doubt it. Moving on, we got. Let's see. Oh wait, no, I think we're done. Yeah, we're done. All right, that is all the fast topics. More than Smash JT ever could. Shout out to Smash JT. Love you, man. Love you, man. You're so slow, Grandpa. That's it. I'm just fucking around with him. All right, boys. Let's catch up on Super Chats. Yeah, that was quick, right? Hey, that was quick. That was quick, man. Fast topics. That's why they call fast topics. Okay. Let me catch up on Super Chats. I think there might have been some on Rumble really quick. Let me check Rumble, and then we're going to get into it. Shout out to Studio Mims for the membership again. I appreciate that. We got Sir Loins. We got Sir Loins for $1. Fuck is McDonald's gonna do? They better focus on getting my fucking order right. Shout out to Sir Loins. Venectus Prime with $1. When BK first came out with Pokemon toys, I spent $130 on kids' meals just to win a $1 bet that I didn't have the balls to piss off everyone in line. They were mostly Charmander, by the way. Makes sense. Makes sense. Charmander was the best, by the way, of the original three, hands down. I don't want to argue with anybody. Deadeye's Lock with $1. All that wasted McDonald's food. Think about the children starving to avoid collective gout illness. Well, that was okay. So that was the biggest thing about this, right? The biggest thing about all of this is that it was the wasted food, right? These fucking scalpers trying to get the cards and everything like that. They're so disgusting that they're willing to buy up a ton of food and literally just throw it out. There was a picture going around on Twitter. I don't know if I could get it. Let me see if I could get it. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it, because the picture would blow your mind just how bad it was, like how much food was being wasted. It was legitimately insane. So much so that like they were like dumping it in the street, right? Let me see. McDonald's Pokemon. Let's see if I could get that. Here we go. So look at this. Look at this shit, bro. Tell me this is not insane. Right? You guys ready to like get pissed? Look at this, bro. Look at this, bro. What the fuck? Look, right by the trash too. Like it's right by the trash. Look at this. They just took the food and just fucking dumped it, bro. All they wanted was the card packs. You see how insane that is? That's a fucking waste of food. Now don't get it twisted. I know McDonald's is like not the most amazing food. I understand that. But it's still food at the end of the day. It could have went to someone who can actually use it. You know what I mean? There's somebody out there who could have ate this food, but you guys just fucking dump the food on the floor right by the trash and just take the cards and run. It's crazy, bro. So again, scalpers are just a motherfucker, man. Scalpers, they are next level pieces of shit. They really don't care. Like it's and don't get it twisted. It is capitalism at its finest, right? You got somebody buying up something for XYZ price, knowing that it's worth more and selling it after the fact. And then obviously hoarding it all to try to maximize profit. But you're still a piece of shit, bro. If you're wasting this much food just to get some Pokemon cards, go fuck yourself, bro. Seriously. That's too much, man. That's way too much, bro. It'd be one thing if you wasted like one bag. You know what I mean? If you wasted one bag, you still are an asshole. You could have just give that bag to someone. Like you could have just. I know in Japan there's different cultures that's there in terms of like food and the handling of food. I get it, but it's like, damn, bro, you really couldn't like donate this. You couldn't give it to someone, anyone. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I really don't know. It's fucked up. Anyway, so I wanted to show you the picture because talking about it is one thing, but showing you is another. And it's just really bad. Really, really, really bad. Yeah, that's exactly. That's over a week's worth of food for someone, for a family, easily. It's crazy, man. It's fucking insane. It's insane shit. Yeah, exactly. The homeless could use that food. Anybody could use that food, bro. It's just, I don't know, man. It is what it is, man. Scalpers are just are next level fucked. We got, hold on. We got, where are we at? Anti-Federalist paying with $1. You can buy the main game for $79.99, but you would still have to buy the multiplayer DLC for $35. I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they want to make the entry price as low as possible, and then sell you an ungodly amount of microtransactions and skins that have bigger profit margins. You know, Call of Duty is just a skin fest now. That's really what it is. They are the Fortnite of first-person shooters. You know, they want to sell you Beavis and Butthead skins. They want to sell you Ninja Turtle. They want to sell you anything that's pop culture relevant at the time. That's what they're going to do. So, Zippy the Strange for $1 is DMS Lee. I'm not a pugilist law. I bet Wu Chang got censored due to it having a female lead. Wukong could have been hit too. CCP censorship is wild and inconsistent. Well, they're already running damage control for the CCP, and they're trying to say it wasn't the CCP that got this game censored. It was just a group of Chinese nationalists. Believe what you want to believe. At the end of the day, they're still censoring it for, you know, Chinese offense, and it's fucking dumb. Studio Mims with 1 membership. Thank you, sir. Sir Loins with $1. I hereby sentence all scalpers to 5 nights at Diddy's. Now that's funny. Shout out to Sir Loins. I appreciate you. Venectus Prime with $1. My friend and I are at least ate all the food from them kids' meals over the next couple of days. Exactly. Eat the fucking food, bro. Like, what are we doing? Why are we wasting food like that? That's crazy shit. That's crazy. All this for Pokemon cards. Really? It's that serious? You making that much money from it? It's insane. Little Jim's Halo with it too. Did you see that Roblox YouTuber video got blocked? I did. I saw that they're taking down some videos related to Roblox. I almost wonder if part of the reason why my algorithm got completely fucked, aside from the age verification stuff, was the fact that I covered Roblox, because I noticed that everybody that was covering Roblox was getting just wrecked in one way or another, whether it was viewership or strikes. Some people were getting strikes. Like I know Side Scrollers got strikes talking about Roblox. It's so ironic because people were getting strikes talking about Roblox, and then when you look at the reason why they got the strike, it was for child safety. I'm not even fucking kidding. It was for child safety. So you're striking YouTubers for child safety, but you motherfuckers are perfectly fine with Roblox as a whole? That doesn't make any sense. What the hell? Well, you guys listen, YouTube, the top YouTube channels, okay, on this platform, they're one of two things, maybe even one of three if you want to really throw it in there, okay? In terms of super chat revenue, memberships, and everything like that, there are three types of channels that make an ungodly amount of money, the likes of which none of us can ever understand unless we're maybe Asmongold, and even he probably can't even understand. Okay? Number one, Roblox creators. Okay? Number two, Minecraft creators. Right? And number three, actual real VTubers. Like I'm talking like real woo VTubers, right? Those three kind of content, that shit makes stupid fucking money on YouTube. So for YouTube to take down people's videos for child safety around Roblox, meanwhile, some of your top super chatted channels in the country are Roblox channels. Like, that doesn't make any sense, bro. But that's YouTube. It is what it is. Not meant to make sense, I suppose. Anti-Federalist paying with it too. Was it a CCP? Was it a nationalist? And the Chinese Nationalist Party is who exactly? I'm just telling you what people are saying. I'm just telling you what people are saying, bro. I'm telling you what people are saying. Okay, it's not me. It's not me. All right, we are fully caught up everywhere, guys. Thank you so much for the insane pre-stream legend support. We are very nearly close to tier 2. And not only that, we just blew past. You guys remember where we were at Subwise? Well, guess what? We just hit 97,800 while we were live. So if we are lucky, we might be able to get, if you guys subscribe today, we might be able to get to 98,000, which would make us, you son of a bitch, who did it? Who did it? That's okay. You'll be replaced in a second. That means that we have a chance. We're going to be sub 2,000 away. See, boom, a second. We're going to be sub 2,000 away soon to hit 98,000 subscribers. That's going to be awesome. Shout out to you guys, man. Thank you so much for all your support. Let's take advantage of the algorithm while we have it, because it will go away. It will go away. And shout out to Rumble, man. We are over 3,000 subscribers over there as well. Shout out to Rumble. Thank you so much. All right, let's get into the content. 3 of you unsubscribed. All 3 of you can. Anyway, let's get into the main topics of the evening. We're gonna start off with the good old Sean Layden. We got to start off with Sean Layden, ladies and gentlemen. We have to. We absolutely have to. Because this guy is the king of bad takes, man. The king of bad takes. It really, man. Sean Layden. You know, I can pretty much understand why he is a former executive now. You know what I'm saying? Who? Yeah, exactly. Who? Sean Layden. So we're going to talk about how Sean Layden believes that apparently every single generation of consoles should have increased the video game prices. That apparently profit margins are getting super tight, guys. Super tight, guys. Yeah, from these companies that are all announcing record profits. From the companies that, while they're announcing record profits, are also laying off people in the thousands, saving an insane amount of money on payroll. But yeah, the profit margins are getting tight, guys. They're getting tight. So let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about these ridiculous budgets and all this nonsense. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about Sean Layden. Now, you're probably asking, who the hell is Sean Layden? Well, we've covered Sean before many times. And the reason why is because he has a habit of saying things that are really stupid, which I know you're probably thinking to yourself, well, isn't that everybody in the gaming industry? And you're probably right. However, Sean Layden especially is just that extra level of stupid where he wants to say something like this and think that people are going to agree with him. So we have an article here from the VGC, and the headline reads, game prices should have increased with every new generation, former PlayStation US boss says. Sean Layden says profit margins are getting super tight. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this executive that makes millions upon millions of dollars a year is trying to convince you that every single one of these major corporations' profit margins are getting super tight. This is in the same year that they're also announcing record profits, record revenue. This is in the same year that they're firing thousands of people in order to save thousands upon thousands of dollars on payroll, replacing them with AI, which doesn't cost them much money, not like an actual payroll employee. This is the same year that all of that's happening, and yet meanwhile, he's trying to convince you that profit margins are really tight. You got to think about those poor executives, man. So again, former PlayStation US boss Sean Layden says the price of video games should have been rising every new generation to cover the increase in development costs. Guess what? They were going up. Video game prices were going up every generation. But you're probably going to say, well, no, Hypnotic. They've been the same price for a long time now. Only recently did they go up. And I'm going to look at you like you're wrong. Now, you're probably saying, well, why am I wrong? It's because, well, to be quite frank, the reason why they are hitting record profits and revenues is because game prices were going up, because developers realized that they can start selling you a game that was half complete. They could take out half the content, break it down into multiple DLCs, and sell it to you, resulting in a massive amount of money that is well past the initial cost of the game. That's what they found out. This is why I don't take them serious when they're saying the price of video games need to go up, because they already did go up. Microtransactions are massive in the gaming industry, a little bit too massive, unfortunately, but it is a reality that we have to face. And the amount of money that they are making from these microtransactions are astronomical, to the point where some of them are making more money on the microtransactions than the actual game themselves, especially if they're a mobile developer. So Layden, who was a chairman of the company's Worldwide Studios Group when he left Sony in 2019, shared his thoughts on video game pricing in a new feature by GameIndustry.biz. On the topic of game prices increasing to $80, Layden noted that the cost of premium games has stayed the same for the past 20 years, despite the combination of increased development costs and inflation. You guys are microtransactioning the hell out of the entire planet. Not only that, nobody told you to spend $200-300 million on a fucking video game. There has been so many video games that have been released over the last year or two, especially, that are $50 video games with budgets that are under $100 million, well under $100 million, some of them under $50 million. And they are beating the AAA games that have a $200 million budget. How is that possible? Well, quite frankly, because the AAA studios are overcompensating with lack of skill for money, right? They were throwing around money left and right because they had access to all of this easy money. Now, with the USAID money going away and government funding going away for the most part, subsidization has become very difficult to acquire. This is why all of these studios have been getting shut down in the year of 2025. These are studios that were making nothing over the last 5 years. Some of them were only selling, 10 to 20, 30 copies a year of their video game, and somehow they were able to stay open with 4, 5, 6, 10 employees. How the hell is that possible when their game, the only game that they made, was a massive flop? Well, I'll tell you how it's possible. Subsidization. And that subsidization is no longer there, and they know it. So now, because that money is not there, now all of a sudden it's becoming harder and harder and harder for them to make these games by throwing money at it. They actually have to sit down, have a little bit of development skill, and figure out how they're going to go about this. But they don't want to do that, which is why most of them are just closing down after the money dried up. But he says, I think it's because everyone's afraid. He suggested no one wants to be the first one to raise the price because you're afraid to lose traffic. So what you do is you end up eating into your own operating income, your profit margin. Layden said that by charging the same price for games while increasing game budgets at the same time, it's inevitable that companies make less net profit as a result. That is such bullshit. You are literally lying, my guy. You are lying through your teeth. This would be true if we were in a world where video games were sold complete on day one with no DLCs and no microtransactions. We're not in that world, okay? We used to be in that world many decades ago. We are not in that world anymore. We are now in a world where the baseline price of the game is only going to get you entry. And then after that, you're going to have to deal with all kinds of microtransactions. And you can't even feel safe if you're playing a AAA single player game, because guess what? A lot of them have it too, right? I'm looking at you, Assassin's Creed, right? Assassin's Creed has microtransactions in a single player experience. What the fuck is that about? So now you want people to sit up here and feel bad for you when you say profit margins are getting thin? No, they're not. You guys are absolutely lying through your fucking teeth. You just want an excuse to raise the price. Like you said, everybody's scared to be the first one. Well, Nintendo did it for you, and now everybody's like, well, guess it's time. There were more sports cars in the parking lot in the PS1 era than they were in the PS4 era, because if you're selling 20 million units at $60 for something that only costs you 10 million to make, that's different than selling 20 million units at $60 for something that costs you 160 million to make. So why are you spending $160 million? What is the reason? Why are you doing that? You don't have to do that, right? It's been proven over and over again that you don't have to do that. You don't have to spend $160 million fucking dollars on your video game. That's problem number one. Problem number two, your teams are probably overly bloated if you're spending $160 million on a video game. Something sounds really wrong there. According to the article, Layden then said that games should have increased in price with every new generation. No, it shouldn't have. It wouldn't have solved anything. Just an FYI, it wouldn't have solved a single thing if they were to increase video game prices every single generation. That would never have happened. Which, by the way, since when why are we using sports cars as a measure of success for a studio? The amount of sports cars that the employees drive? Who gives a fuck, bro? You want a sports car? Spend less money on developing the video game. That way, every single dollar that you make goes much further than it would have by you spending money on an overly bloated team that is spending more money than a fucking Hollywood movie. What is wrong with you? I don't understand these AAA studios, man. They just love to waste money. But now it's a lot harder to do that, which is why they're starting to scale back. They're starting to fire people. The bloat's starting to go away little by little, and they're starting to make video games on a lesser budget. It was going to have to happen at some point. Boom. You solved your own problem without having to raise the price of the game. That's a beautiful thing. So Layden said this way of thinking has now reached a crisis point, apparently, because companies now have reached a stage where they have to sell many millions of copies to make back development costs. Not according to what the shills say. According to what the shills say, whatever we call out video games that aren't doing well, they say we're lying and the game's doing perfectly fine and we're just grifters. So somebody's lying here. It ain't me. Somebody's lying here about these games and their performance. I'm looking at you, Avowed. I'm looking at you, South of Midnight. Somebody's clearly lying here. But the cost of construction is just way too high. He said, if you're going to spend over $200 million to build a game, your margins are super tight. Unless you can expect to sell 25 million units, unless you're Rockstar, you should not expect to sell 25 million units. So why don't you adjust your budget based off expectations of sales? If you're expecting to sell 1 million units, that's the number that you probably think you're going to reach. Why in God's name are you spending $200 million? Like what are we doing? I don't quite understand. If you are going to spend $200 million with the assumption you're only going to sell 1 million units, somebody's stupid, and it ain't us. It's you guys making the games. So in any case, he also noted that they've already been kind of moving the median price point up anyway. Even if the base price hasn't been rising, thanks to the use of microtransactions and deluxe editions of games, the latter of which adds extra in-game content that has almost a zero cost to make. So you admit that the microtransactions and the deluxe edition stuff is essentially nearly a zero cost move that is nothing but profit. We're talking probably like a 95% profit margin. And that's not enough. That's not good enough. You still have to push out $80 video games. You still have to push out $90 video games. So when the PS6 comes out, you want $90 video games? That's what you want? Is that what you're trying to convince me here? It's insane. You literally just admitted microtransactions are almost pure profit. So what the fuck are we doing? Anyway, they said, okay, what if we maintain the price and then we nickel and dime you with DLC, microtransactions, battle pass, season pass, whatever you want to call it, and try to make up the excess there, he explained. This generation has seen the first instance of standard edition games being sold for $80 and Nintendo launching Switch 2 alongside its first $80 title, Mario Kart World. Listen, I don't believe for a second, and I'm sure you guys watching this video do not believe for a second that this person or any studio, if they were able to sell video games for $80 or $90, would stop basically nickel and diming you. That's what he's trying to imply here. He's like, well, we had to keep prices the same, so we had to figure out a way to nickel and dime you. Okay, so if we made games $90, you mean to say you're not going to nickel and dime and microtransaction through the fucking ass? Is that what you're saying? Of course not, bro. You absolutely know you're going to keep the microtransactions at the maximum, and then you're also going to keep the price of the game at the maximum too. You're not fooling anybody. So you guys can let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about this situation? What do you think about overall price of video games? Do you think they should go up every generation? Do you think he's crazy for saying that? Whatever it may be, leave a thought down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. The guy's a fucking idiot, bro. I can't stand this guy. Like Sean Layden, any chance I get a chance to talk about something Sean Layden says, it's always a good time. It is always a good time. The guy's an absolute retard in every way imaginable. We had a couple of chats come in. UFO Maker with it too. That Uwu Hypno, you'd make it as a proper VTuber. No, I wouldn't. Stop lying. No, I wouldn't. No, I would not. UFO Maker, thank you, man. Did Rumble come in? Yeah, Rumble came in. Let me see. Vinectus Prime with $1. The only game AAA developers and publishers have a hand in making is the stock buyback game. True. Vinectus Prime with $1. That's right, folks. Shrinkflation even hits gaming, although there were times when the prices of games have gone up and down. Board game prices are going nuts lately. Dude, the board game prices are going crazy, and it's because of the increased costs. Some even say like the tariffs and shit. But I've seen some of the prices go exponentially higher. Sir Loins with $1. I am never buying another console again. I am dead serious. I don't blame you. I told you guys. I said if they get to the point where, and to be honest with you, I don't even care anymore, bro. I was gonna say what I said before, which was if they get to the point where they're releasing Final Fantasy video games, day one multi-plat, right? If they do that and they don't gatekeep it by like a year or 2 years, if they release all their Final Fantasy games multi-plat day one, I'm never buying another PlayStation. I literally only bought PlayStation initially for like the From Software exclusive games like Demon Souls and Bloodborne, for example, and Final Fantasy. Like that's really the only reason why I bought PlayStations. Otherwise, I just played everything on PC. That's just how it is. So if they're going to make everything multi-plat day one, I have zero reason to buy a PlayStation. I'm legitimately, this is going to be the first time in my entire life that I haven't bought a PlayStation in this upcoming generation. And that's if they do that. If they don't do that, I'll think about it. But otherwise, I don't care. What about Switch? Bro, I haven't had a Nintendo console in the longest time. I bought a Switch 1 like 3 years after it came out. And that's because they had like a really good bundle that was fairly cheap at the time. And I played Super Smash Brothers on it, and that's literally it. That's literally it. That's all I did. I played Super Smash, and that was it. So I'm not going to I do not care about the fucking Switch, man. I don't care. Smash JT is more of a Nintendo shill, to be honest with you. I'm not, that's not me. Square Enix used to do this. It helps them. I doubt the extra money they get from Sony's worth it. Yeah. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I think that they need all the money they can get. I think they need all the money they can get because Square Enix is definitely hurting. Big time. Big time. We got Chow Alexandra says, hey, just found your channel. Welcome, man. Welcome. I have a topic you would definitely love to cover. Take a look with all the shit Brazilian judge Alexander de Moraes censorship and human rights abuse. I read up on that guy before. The U.S. government is fighting. Is that the guy who tried to ban X? If I'm not mistaken, is that the guy that tried to ban X? Am I on the right track there? Is that the guy? He tried to ban X in Brazil, and I think he did successfully for like a couple of months, and then and then it got reversed. Yeah, he banned X for 3 months. Yep, that's the guy. Yep. Yeah. I remember it. I remember that guy. Yep. 100%. Yeah, he's a fucking asshole, that guy, dude. That guy's a major asshole. Major asshole. Big time. I need to play Xenoblade games on Switch. They have fantastic RPGs. It's a linear story about multiverse. I'll keep that in mind, sir. Square Enix would make a killing if they made their own box. Their library is huge. Fair. I think Square Enix... Pumpkin says, I love Final Fantasy 11 and 14 too much. Dude, I keep hearing about the amount of people that are going back to Final Fantasy 11. I'm thinking about going back. I'm not even kidding. I love Final Fantasy 11, dude. Holy shit. The last expansion... God, what was the last expansion called? I don't remember. The one where you fight Cloud of Darkness. What was that last fucking patch that they had? And then they basically like stopped updating the game story-wise. Crazy. 11 is mad popping. Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear a lot of people going back, man. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised, dude. I'm not surprised, man. These old school MMOs that force you to group up and have like a really good community aspect to it, that's what people are looking for. You know, yeah, these quality of life features in the modern MMOs are great and everything, but all they do is encourage solo play. It's like you're playing solo attached to a server where occasionally you'll see someone else running around. That's not an MMORPG. And I understand people got, a short amount of time to play and all that shit. I get it, but we need to bring back the social aspect of MMORPGs, man. That's what we need. We need to bring back the social aspect because that comes with everything. The social aspect comes with the good, the bad, the ugly, and the drama. Everybody loves the drama. Loot ninjas. Loot ninjas. Let's hate them all. Let's hate all the loot ninjas. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Remember all the drama in raid guilds? Was anybody part of a raid guild, man? I was part of many raid guilds. And anybody play in a raid guild that had a DKP system? Do you know how unbelievable the DKP system was? Where if it obviously favored people showing up more than others who did not. And the amount of drama that would happen, how people would get jealous. Like somebody would blow all their DKP on that one item they wanted, and somebody else in the raid wanted that item, and they'll pretend to be happy for the person, but then they'll talk so much shit on TeamSpeak or Ventrilo back in the day. Oh, it was crazy. It was crazy. Do I play World of Warcraft? No, I do not. Not anymore. I stopped hardcore raiding in Wrath of the Lich King. Once I completed Wrath of the Lich King, World of Warcraft died for me, in my opinion. That basically culminated the story of Arthas and the Warcraft 3 story for me. And after that, I stopped caring. I stopped caring. 100%. In Final Fantasy 11, I raided with the Japanese. I actually didn't raid with English speakers in Final Fantasy 11. That's the ironic thing. I befriended someone in a group who spoke broken English. He eventually invited me to a to a couple of groups with some other Japanese players, and before I knew it, I was getting invited to a Japanese only link show, and I'm like, I'm not Japanese, but it didn't matter. They didn't care. But that was so long ago, bro. That was so long ago. It sucked being in a Japanese only link show, not understanding a single fucking word anybody was saying. But the person that I befriended, they would always translate everything to me. So it was fine. It wasn't bad. All right, let's move on to the next topic, boys. Fucking nerding out over here, man. No, I'm not Japanese. Nope. Unfortunately not. We did have the translator words, but they hate that shit because it was never properly spoken. It was never properly spoken. Like I would try to use the auto translator and it would never come across on their side the way that I think it does. So if I was saying need help looking for group, they would probably read it as, hey, you're an asshole. Like I don't know. It was so bad. It was so bad. Anyway, let's do I think I'm turning Japanese? Hopefully not. I have to look down and figure it out. If it gets smaller, I'll let you know. Let's get into the next topic, boys. Let's get into the next topic. I don't think we're at tier 2 just yet. So we're gonna hold off on any ears until after the next topic. I don't think anything came on Rumble. No. All right. This is when we're gonna talk about. Oh man, where do we even begin, bro? Where do we even begin? Hold on. Let me pull something up really quick. Give me a second. We're gonna talk about net choice, and all the nonsense that is going on with the Attorney General Liz Murrow. So let's talk about that. Bring that up. There we go. Perfect. So I made a video today. If you guys missed it, make sure you guys go check it out. I made a video today talking about the UK Online Safety Act and how they're going after 4chan. Pretty crazy situation. The fact that they even think they can go after 4chan is hilarious to me, but here we are. This woman is the one who is going after Roblox and who is suing Roblox. But I've said this many times, many times, that you need to be careful with snakes in the grass. And this is absolutely a snake in the grass, right? So this person is trying to co-opt a situation that is happening right now, a real serious situation with Roblox. And they're trying to utilize it to push their age verification nonsense that they want to push on people. You have companies like NetChoice fighting back, but they're obviously going to have to go through quite a legal battle before we get any kind of resolution. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to go over all of this right now. I also got a post from Pirate Nation as well, going over the Meta AI nonsense. NetChoice pulls expert after allegations of AI fabrications. It's a whole bunch of nonsense going on right now. So we're gonna talk about it. Yeah, another Karen. I don't know if I would call it a Karen. I would call her an opportunist. That's what I would call her, an opportunist right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Attorney General Liz Murrow. And the reason why we are talking about her is because this is the person who is currently trying to sue Roblox. But like I said in my many live streams, and I've said in my videos before, you need to be careful with people like this, because people like this are what we like to call snakes in the grass. And the reason why is because they will never let a crisis go to waste. They will be someone who will take advantage of a real serious situation that's happening right now before our eyes with Roblox and all of that. And they'll try to take advantage of it to push what they really want to push. In this scenario, she wants to push age verification everywhere. She wants to push the age verification laws and get them enacted everywhere in the United States, just like they're happening right now in the UK. And we all know how that's going, right? Everybody's been complaining nonstop on social media about the UK age verification nonsense that's happening with the Online Safety Act. And they're trying to enact the same exact thing here, multifaceted. So we're going to talk about what she said here. She's responding to Bloomberg Law, which is talking about the following. It says, a NetChoice expert has apparently used fake quotes and citations created by artificial intelligence in litigation over Louisiana's age verification law, the state's attorney general's office alleged in a filing seeking to toss the tech trade group experts' declaration. So NetChoice has been trying to fight against the age verification law and essentially trying to call it basically unconstitutional. And apparently they got caught, I guess, using AI. We're going to go over that. But first, I want to go over what she's saying specifically, because this entire nonsense is genuinely ridiculous, right? So she says big tech platforms must get on board with age verification laws instead of fighting them using fraudulent experts. What I want you guys to do is pay attention to the language. Anytime a politician speaks, they use certain language that is meant to trigger a thought process in someone's mind or an emotion in someone's mind. The words like fraudulent, right? They want you to immediately think that someone who's not them is fraudulent, and someone who's them is that's the one who you need to listen to. But an association of big tech companies filed this lawsuit attempting to thwart our efforts to protect Louisiana children through common sense, whatever that means, age verification, and other mechanisms. So she's trying to pass off the Safety Act and age verification laws as common sense, right? Like nobody's going to think, twice about this. This is common sense. Everybody should be for this. Everybody should want this enacted. Everybody should want age verification. Everybody should want this for the internet. This is what the internet needs to be. It's common sense. They use these terms because they want the normal person, they want the person who doesn't know any better to look at this and say, oh, I guess it is common sense. Yeah, we're trying to protect the kids. Yeah, it's all about the kids, right? Let's protect the kids. That's what they want you to think. And then they sneak in their Trojan horse from there. And unfortunately, most people are just too damn blind to see it, right? This person is an opportunist through and through. They are looking for the opportunity. They found it, and they are utilizing it to bolster their cause, which for her is age verification. Then she says that they're trying to prosecute their case through an expert whose opinions are AI hallucinations is mind-boggling. I will always stand for our children and against those, real or artificial, who would place them in harm's way. Oh, I could just feel the stunning and brave from this comment. She's trying to be the big nanny of the entire country. I will always stand for your children. Don't worry. This is our children. That's a little bit weird. So in any case, Madam Savvy says, why can't you encourage parents just to parent? Age verification will do nothing. You don't bring your kids to a bar. Don't leave the internet to raise them. There are ample parental tools. And I agree with that. Shout out to Madam Savvy completely roasting this bitch. We're talking about a massive ratio. She only got 253 likes, and Madam Savvy's got 1,700 likes. It's a beautiful thing. Even Jay Viper's in here. Parents exist. Big tech and big government should not be interfering. This isn't about protecting kids. This is about gathering data on adults. I agree. Thanks for exposing yourself as the jackboot thugs. How about hold shitbags accountable instead of ruining the internet for the rest of us asshats? Now, clearly, many people don't like this, right? Many people are against this stuff. Even Tebow says, so rather than hold Roblox responsible for the behavior they allow on their platform, and as parents to parent their children, you use this to push the same agenda for digital ID, respectfully. Go fuck yourself, right? Don't be fooled. This is not about keeping children safe. It is about censorship and control. Companies cannot even keep your debit card and phone number safe. Do not trust them with your identity. And this is the biggest problem, I feel like, with a lot of people, is that the majority of these third-party websites that, like this person said, they get hacked all the time. They can't keep your credit card safe. They can't keep your identity safe. They're not going to keep your ID safe. The moment they get hacked, you're just going to be like the T app. Everybody's face is going to be everywhere to see. It's a major problem. It's a big privacy concern for a lot of people who are just trying to browse the internet. You shouldn't need to upload your ID to visit your favorite website, whatever that website may be, whether it's explicit or not. I feel like that is just an absolutely stupid thing. So in any case, let's go see what Bloomberg Law has to say. So again, Bloomberg says that this is using fake quotes, citations created by artificial intelligence in litigation over Louisiana's age verification law. The state's attorney general's office alleged in a filing seeking to toss the tech trade group experts' declaration. If you go to this post right here, it's written by someone called Jacqueline Thompson, and it says that the tech trade group NetChoice said that it is in fact withdrawing an expert witness from its challenge to a Louisiana age verification law after the state attorneys general alleged in his testimony that it had fake quotes and citations created by artificial intelligence. Attorneys for Louisiana in a Friday filing took aim at Dr. Anthony Bean, NetChoice's sole expert in litigation over the state law requiring social media platforms to verify user ages. The state lawyers said that the cursory comparison between the filed report and the original sources would have alerted NetChoice that something is amiss. It is difficult to escape the irony of a NetChoice expert submitting an expert report based on a non-existent authority and quotations. Yet here lies NetChoice, a loud proponent of free expression and AI's transformative power, attempted to rely on such a report and such an expert in this litigation, the state lawyers wrote. So regardless whether or not you agree or disagree with the age verification law, unfortunately, NetChoice seemingly is getting their expert thrown out of the courtroom because they're just not utilizing anything that's real. It's all AI generated, right? And keep in mind, guys, this whole AI conversation is going off on the deep end because I don't know if you guys are aware. I just want to bring this up quickly in the video, but we have a post here from Pirate Nation. I talked about this the other day. I don't know if you guys are aware, but Meta had AI guidelines that essentially permitted and was okay with romantic and sensual chats with kids. It would allow their AI to essentially talk sexually with children and be perfectly fine with it, right? Like there was no rule against it up until recently when it got called out by somebody who investigated it, and then Meta deleted it, but it's too late. Apparently, the Senate subcommittee on counterterrorism will be investigating Meta's AI guidelines that apparently permitted romantic or sensual chats with kids. So they're going to utilize shit like this to push the age verification law. They're going to say, well, if this stuff is happening, and then obviously you got the Roblox situation happening, if all of this is happening, the only solution is age verification. That's it. The only solution is ensuring that you, when you browse the internet, need to submit your ID to every single website that you actually utilize. It's so crazy. And the sad thing is that people are falling for it, right? People are falling for this. It is a massive operation. They are co-opting everything that's going on right now, and this person is no different. So I know people are excited that she's suing Roblox, and I get it. I was happy too, and I still am to an extent. I want Roblox to get their day, but unfortunately, she is also an opportunist, and she's utilizing this Roblox situation to now enact the thing that she actually wants to do, which is age verification laws, and eventually everything that comes with that on the internet, which is censorship at the end of the day. So you guys can let me know what you think in the comments down below about this entire ridiculous situation. What do you think about the Attorney General? Do you think she's an opportunist? Do you think she's being genuine? Whatever it may be, leave the thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Tell you, man. Yeah, of course, it is a lot of women pushing for this. But to be fair, there are some men that are pushing this too, especially in the UK. But the UK got it bad, bro. The UK got it bad. Flesion would attend. Never forget what the 9 most terrifying words in the English language are. Yes, we are the government, and we are here to help. Something like that. If the government ever comes to you and says, "Hey, we're the government. We're here to help," you better run the fuck the other way. You better not listen to a single thing they say, because the last thing that the government's ever going to do is help you. That's the last thing they're going to do. They'll only help you if it benefits them. Otherwise, they don't give a fuck. They don't care. Infernal Hell Knight says, like my father used to say, everyone covers themselves with the same blanket. That's a good saying. That's a good saying. Dave says, I actually think this Attorney General is both a genuine and an opportunist. You really think she's genuine? I mean, that's fine. I'm just curious. You really think she's genuine? Kage says, when you were reading that article, I swear you got censored for a moment. How so? How so? It's interesting. We got, let's see, 2 Colorado and 1 Indiana senator are pushing for this as well. Oh, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, bro. Like, so Mississippi, I don't know if you guys are aware. TJAP says we're 34.96 from tier 2. Thank you, TJAP. I appreciate that, brother. I don't know if you guys are aware. We talked about this on SNH a little bit, but in Mississippi, the Supreme Court has allowed the passing of their own age verification online safety act kind of nonsense that they have, where they're taking it one step further, and now you can't even use social media unless you age verify. You can't use any social media. In Texas, they have something similar, but it's only for explicit content. However, with Mississippi, it's everything. It's literally everything. Every kind of social media you have to age verify. So it's only a matter of time before the other states follow through. They're all going to get hard-ons now because they're like, oh, look, this person got away with it. Let's go. Now is the time to strike. We could finally do this. We could finally get them to do this. And the reason why they want to do this is because of what I'm about to talk about right now, which is this. I'm just going to show it really quick, but I'll bring it back up. The reason why they want to do this is because if they can censor social media, if they can get social media to basically put up what they want and don't want, this will just make this a hell of a lot easier for whoever can basically overpower the system, for whoever can take advantage of it. It's all about power. It's all it is, power. It's all about power. These people got all the money in the world. All the insider trading they allegedly do, they got all the money in the world, right? These politicians go into political office, not broke, but not rich. And then they come out fucking multimillionaires because they inside trade all the time, man. They got all the money in the world. So it's all about power at the end of the day. That's really what it is. And they don't like what happened with social media. They don't like the word getting out that, you know, things aren't quite what the mainstream tells you. Things aren't quite what what the main media tells you. They don't like people listening to people like myself, for example. They hate it. They can't stand it. So if they can censor and if they can enact age verification or if they can enact censorship under the guise of age verification, then it's fine. Then they're going to do exactly what they're going to do. And before you know it, I mean, I've already been seeing you guys send me screenshots. You guys in the UK have been sending me screenshots of what it looks like on your Twitter feeds. And almost all of it says, you can't see this, you can't see that, you can't see this because of age verification, you can't see that. Like, everything is fucking censored. And it's because they don't want you to see it. They don't want you to see it. So it is what it is. And you know what's sad? The UK is my second highest viewership in terms of YouTube analytics. My second highest viewership is UK or the EU or whatever. My highest viewership is obviously United States by a large margin. And then I have random fucking, countries here and there. So it is what it is. 4chan already told him to go to hell. Yep, we talked about that in today's video. We can even bring that back up again. Really quick, guys. For those of you that may not be subscribed, if you're new here, shout out to you. First off, second off, it's just blowing up, bro. It's blowing up. Like, literally, before we did the segment, we were at 97,799 because somebody unsubscribed. Now we're at 97,848. There is a lot of people joining in right now. We have gained over 500 subscribers in one day, almost, which is fucking insane. So we are getting closer and closer to 98,000. Maybe we could hit 98,000 before the end of the stream. Maybe, if we get lucky. We'll see. We still got one more topic to cover, and it's going to be a doozy. It's going to be a doozy, boys. So let's go over it. Let's catch up on super chats first. I think there was one on Rumble. Let me see Rumble. Where are we at? Oh, wait, no, we got more. Hold on. We got more on Rumble. Adam June with $1 says nobody's Steam account was hacked. Just see this post on X. Was it really? You got to stop clicking all those goddamn links, man. Why was it hacked? Why you stay getting hacked, nobody? It's crazy. I gotta check and see. Let me see. Nobody. Bro, that's crazy. I searched nobody on X and nothing comes up, bro. It's just random shit. All right, I'll check it later. Oh, maybe he tagged me. He probably tagged me, most likely. No, I don't see any. Oh, nope. I don't see anything. All right, it's gonna have to wait. Thank you, Adam Juman, with the $1. We got Anti-Federalist Paying with a 2. Support age verification. Parents should verify what their children are doing and ensure it's age appropriate. If the child tries to get around the verification, parents enact punishment. I would agree. It's all about the parents, man. Vindictus Prime with $1. People need to put their cell phones down. Stop suffering from fondle slab madness. Maybe then they'll stop buying this shit. By the way, even judges' verdicts have hallucinations in their decisions. Yep, I think that there is just so many people that are just not aware of what's going on. Or they just don't care. Nobody cares until it comes for them. That's normally how this goes. And right now, it's not happening on a mass enough scale for people, at least, for the normies, if you want to call them that. But they will find out soon. They will find out real soon. Because once all these states enact it, once the dominoes start falling, by the time you get to the last couple of states and people want to finally do something, it's too late. It's too late. If the majority of the states have enacted age verification laws for the internet, it doesn't matter. They're all going to do it. It doesn't matter. You have to fight early. And you have to fight hard early. Otherwise, that's it. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. People tend to not ask why until it's too late. Yep. Exactly. 100%. Yep. And they'll be like, those morons will be like, how did this happen? Yeah, bro. Doesn't that happen all the time? Doesn't that happen all the fucking time? But you got shit hitting the fan, and then people like, how did this happen? I don't understand how this happened. Like, what do you mean you don't understand this happened? We've been talking about this for ages. Where the fuck you been? Where you been? Oh, I just, I've been chilling. He's like, oh, all right, all right. Some people just want to be governed. Like, I don't think people understand that some people genuinely just want to be governed. They want that govern me harder daddy bullshit. I'm telling you, that's what they want. It may not be most of the people in this chat, but the simple truth is that a lot of people just want to be governed because that makes their life easier. It's true. It makes their life easier. They don't have to be responsible for themselves, right? If they're on a universal based income, they don't gotta worry about doing better at their job to get promoted. They don't gotta worry about bettering themselves to make more money. They don't gotta worry about any of that. Universal based income, everybody's the same according to them, and that's it, right? A lot of people don't want freedom. Seriously, a lot of people don't want freedom. They may say they do, but they don't. They don't. They want someone else to do it for them. They just want to wake up and go to sleep. That's it. They want to wake up and do whatever they want to do. It's sad. That's just what it is, man. All right, last topic, boys. This is a doozy. This is a big one. This is a big one. Apparently, we have regulators trying to pressure social media companies. This is pretty huge. Because it kind of ties into the conversation that we had about 4chan. You know what? Speaking of, let me bring that up too. Let me make sure I have that in the video so people get a reference. Hold on one fucking second. Let me bring up the 4chan thing really quick, so that way we have it. Because it's very similar. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. So it's pretty similar in that they think that in the UK, they think, or the EU, they think because they are currently enacting hardcore censorious fucking bullshit laws, that they think the entire world needs to adhere to their laws. That's what they think. So they're going after American-based companies, right? And they're trying to say, well, we can access your website, so that means you have to go based off our laws. No, bitch. No, bitch. No, we don't. No, we don't. You don't have to access our website. Nobody is saying that you have to allow your people to visit X or Facebook or whatever. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that. If you want to ban access, then by all means, go ahead. But you're not going to control the rest of the world with your own fucking stupid laws. You're not going to do that. So, in any case, let's talk about this, because this is what it's really about right here, boys. That beautiful word. Shout out to Smash JT. What's up, man? What's going on? Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today's video, we are going to be following up on the story about 4chan and the UK Online Safety Act that we discussed in yesterday's video. But we are going to follow up with something a little bit different, but also in the same realm that's happening right now out of the EU and the UK. So the Dutch regulator is apparently pressuring X, Facebook, TikTok, and other social media companies to enforce the EU censorship rules ahead of the October election. Unelected regulators and digital giants huddle to redraw the boundaries of acceptable speech weeks before the Netherlands vote. And of course, it's a woman. Why am I not surprised? So this entire situation, the reason why I am tying it to the 4chan situation is because, in case you guys didn't see my video yesterday, 4chan dropped an epic response against Ofcom, and basically Ofcom wanted 4chan to censor themselves and adhere to their new rules and new policies. And if they didn't, they were going to fine them 20,000 plus a day with extra penalties if they didn't comply. And 4chan's lawyers, which one of them is Ron Coleman, shout out to Ron Coleman, basically summarized is go fuck yourself. That's essentially what it is. 4chan is a United States company, and they are incorporated in Delaware. They have no establishment, assets, or operations in the United Kingdom, and any attempt to impose or enforce a penalty against 4chan will be resisted in U.S. federal court. They basically told them to go fuck themselves, which is great. Well, apparently that's not where it ends, because they want to control as much as they possibly can, and they will do anything they can in order to ensure that they get it. So let's see exactly what is going on here. Dutch authorities are once again leaning on tech companies to act as speech enforcers in the run-up to the national elections. The country's competition regulator, the Authority for Consumers and Markets, has summoned a dozen major digital platforms, including X, Facebook, and TikTok, to a meeting on September 15th. Now, keep in mind, guys, notice how almost nothing here has to do with kids, right? Almost none of it has to do with anything child related. I thought this was the UK Online Safety Act. I thought it was about kids. Why are we talking about elections? Why are we talking about any of this stuff? Seems a little bit odd to me. It almost is like, or it's almost as if it has nothing to do with the kids in the first place, but we all kind of knew that anyway. The goal is to pressure these companies into clamping down on whatever officials define as supposed disinformation or illegal hate content before voters cast their ballots on October 29. It's almost as if the EU and the UK want to make the entire world into what Twitter was like, not even just a few years ago. Everybody who has been on Twitter for a long time, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Where old school Twitter was essentially one of the most censorious platforms ever known to man. I'm not even kidding. Old school Twitter, you couldn't say a single thing that it was even remotely not left-wing. If you did, forget about it. You are either banned, shadow banned, completely deleted, whatever. Like you were censored all the way to the moon, and you had no way to fight it back. That is what old school Twitter was like, and it seems like the EU wants to make the entire world like that in order to get control over whatever narrative they may want to push at the time around election season. EU regulators and civil society groups will be present at the session, reinforcing a growing trend where supposed unelected bureaucrats, activist organizations, and corporate gatekeepers coordinate to shape public conversation online. Now, I don't understand, again, what does any of this have to do with protecting the children? I don't know. I got to imagine it's zero. It's absolutely zero, just like we all knew it was going to be. Central to the effort is the EU's new online censorship law, the Digital Services Act, a law that hands governments broad authority to demand content removals based on vague shifting definitions like harmful or illegal. You know, I actually talked about this the other day in another video, and I said whenever they use terms like harmful, they're doing that because they want to be able to control whatever the fuck they want to control. And the more vague they can make it, the easier it's going to be to control whatever that thing may be. So if they can claim that, I don't know, being straight is harmful, well, guess what? Time to lock pretty much 98% of the population up at that point. They can just claim something is harmful without actually proving it's harmful, and then they'll get it censored, banned, or whatever, or taken down. That's their entire goal. That's the entire point of all of this stuff. But the ACM tasked with enforcing the DSA in the Netherlands is using this legislation to demand stronger content censorship from platforms in the lead up to the vote. ACM Director Manon said that platforms designated a very large online platform must take effective measures against illegal content and operate with transparent and diligent policies. Beneath the bureaucratic language is a clear push to sanitize online discussion before the public had a chance to weigh the issues themselves. Again, what the hell? Take effective measures against illegal content? What illegal content are you talking about? What illegal content are you even trying to bring up here? Is illegal content to you basically showcasing anything that might favor the opposite political party? Is that illegal content now? Or are you just making up whatever the fuck illegal is? Back in July, the ACM had already contacted these platforms and asked them to outline their strategies for ensuring what it calls electoral integrity. Bro, imagine being these people and calling up X and be like, hey, yeah, sir. So listen, we understand you're not in the same country as us. And we understand that our election means absolutely nothing to you. But we just want to make sure, what are you going to do for us? What are you going to do to ensure that we have, you know, a clear and fair election? If you catch my drift, we need to make sure it's really fair. And by fair, we mean 98% to 2% on our favor. That's what we mean. So how, like, what are you going to do for us? How are you going to make this happen? Imagine the balls on these companies for doing this, or these government entities for doing this, not companies. The upcoming September meeting is designed to examine how these companies plan to enforce that goal. particularly regarding user-generated content during the campaign season. What is being marketed as a safeguard against threats to democracy is, in practice, a tightening of the boundaries around what people are allowed to say. The regulator is also encouraging users to report directly if they believe platforms have mishandled flagged content, setting up a system that can be easily gamed to suppress dissent. While officials claim this is about transparency, the real issue remains unaddressed. Who exactly gets to determine what counts as dangerous or misleading? Well, we already know who does. It's Ofcom. It's the government, right? They're the ones who are saying what is allowed and what's not allowed. They're the ones who are going to decide what is considered disinformation and what's considered harmful or even illegal. They're the ones. So after a certain point, it's going to be everything. Everything's going to be illegal. Everything's going to be disinformation. Everything is going to be problematic. And then you're going to end up with this particular situation where you have a outside, government entity trying to go after a U.S. company and trying to bully them through political means. That shit is not gonna fly. This is what happens when you push too far. This is what happens when you don't know how to just take it slow, take the little win that you got with your Online Safety Act and go about your day. Oh, no. You got your win with the Online Safety Act, and now you're trying to go balls to the wall and go after the entire world, and that shit is going to backfire in your face spectacularly. It is only a matter of time. So you guys can let me know, what do you think about this entire situation, this crazy situation with the Dutch and how the supposed election interference and all that? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next one. It's crazy, bro. They're trying to go for the whole planet. They're trying to go for the entire planet, bro. That's literally what's happening in the UK, the EU. They're trying to go for the whole. They're on a power trip. Yes, exactly. Well said. They are on a power trip. 3 letters, WEF. I know. Lizard people. Is it lizard people? They're on a power trip, and they feel like since they got a win in the UK, now they feel like they could just go after everybody. That's really it. Now they feel like they got the legal means to be able to do it without any potential legalities they got to worry about. They're gonna go after everybody, bro. If they go after 4chan, that is gonna be a big mistake. I've said this many times, and I'll say it again. 4chan will literally fuck their face. I'm not kidding. 4chan will do everything they possibly can to destroy them, not just legally, but also just psychologically, everything. They will fuck their face in every way imaginable. So we shall see what happens with this situation. But again, look forward to these videos tomorrow. Make sure you like them and comment on them and everything like that. Serial killers use 4chan. Allegedly. Why has the UK become the USSR 2.0? It's because people allowed it. That's really the simplest answer. People allowed it, man. You don't get to this level of censorship. You don't get to this level of government control unless people allow it, or people were manipulated heavily by the government. But I genuinely believe that people allowed it. A lot of people, more than the people that fought, unfortunately. That's really what it is. More than the people that fought. People genuinely believe, or seemingly believe over there, a lot of people, that this is a good thing, and they're just letting the Trojan horse in, man. That's what it is. They're letting the Trojan horse in. William Haydock says, just subbed. I saw your content on my homepage. Keep up the great work, man. Hey, shout out to you. We got a lot of new people in this chat, man. Shout out to all the new people in the chat, man. Thank you so much. Federal Corvette Lover says, no, we did not. We were forced. Listen, I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying, unfortunately, there was a lot of people that were advocating for this in the UK. Just like there's a lot of people advocating for it in the US. Like it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but unfortunately, that's just how it goes, man. That's how it goes. I think it's gonna take a collective effort of the entire world to fight against this shit. Yeah, shout out to all the new subs, man. We got another one. Look, another one person said just subbed. Where did it go? The chat moved too fast. Fuck. There we go. Toward fan says just subbed and got the Clippy profile picture. Shout out to Clippy. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. This is fucking nuts. It is fucking nuts. It's only gonna get worse. It's only going to get worse. Okay. Let's catch up on super chats really quick. I don't think did any come in? I think one might have come in. Let me see. Oh, no, maybe three. Maybe three came in. Hold on. Yeah, three came in. Victus Prime with $1. Those who ask before taking action often breed prudence. Those who ask after taking action often breed regret. And those who never ask often breed misery, sadness, and despair. It's beautiful, man. Shout out to Victus Prime. Another $1. After all, the first step towards fanaticism is taken when the last question is asked. Oh, don't mind me. I just like to quote myself because of how big of an asshole I am. Hey, it's all good, bro. It's all good. Benedictus Prime with $1. I'll bet some of them have it in their heads that all gamers are pedos and that if they take away the naughty games, gamers will go after real kids in Roblox. Bro, again, they are very quiet when it comes to Roblox right now. Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, Collective Shout. You guys are awfully fucking quiet on the Roblox situation right now. I guess it's really not about protecting kids in real life. I guess you just wanted to go after the Gooter games because the women were angry that the supposed men were enjoying them, and that's not allowed. That's not allowed, even though a lot of women are fighting you on this situation that you refuse to acknowledge because it'll destroy your narrative. It's amazing. Damn, we are blowing up over here. What the fuck is going on, man? 97,866. Shout out to you guys, man. We might be able to hit close to 98. Anti-Federalist Pain with a 2. The Fourth Reich has decided this is misinformation. Interpol is on the way to arrest you for spreading misinformation. Do not resist. Lethal force is authorized to defend democracy. That sounds very accurate. That sounds very accurate. 100%. GDR says Smash JT moans my name. Goddamn right. Well, that's because you give him a red boy. You give him a red boy, so of course he's gonna moan. That's the thing. Deadeye's Lock with $1. Let the government push for the removal of dildo related tools happen and watch almost all the females lose their minds. Facts. Yep. If those toys end up going away, it's gonna be a meltdown of epic proportion. The screeching is going to be wild. It's going to be unheard of. Hey, GDR, man, listen. GDR, you drop a red boy right now, I will make Smash JT moan right now. Right now. Exactly. 0 standards, JT. We're 2696 away from tier 2. I have it. I can make it happen right now at this very second. I'll make it happen. 100%. Mervoth with a 2. They changing tactics. They know we can use Roblox. True. Shout out to the Mervoth with the 2. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. Okay. We are fully caught up. Okay. Listen, for all the new people in the chat, man, I stream every day, Sunday through Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this stream, Hypnocast, every single day. On Saturdays, I do 8 p.m. for our panel stream, Saturday Night Hypnosis. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour earlier than every other day. I also do gaming streams on Hypnotic Gaming Live, 5 p.m. Eastern every single day, except for this week because I'm on semi-vacation right now. And then videos every day, 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every single day, 3 days a week. I'm sorry, 3 times a day, every day throughout the week without fail. So you may not get notified. So make sure to check the channel often. And that's it. We also have something called the Waifu Battle. We are the original home of the Waifu Battle. If you don't like titties, you should probably leave right now. I appreciate all you guys for hanging out today. Thank you so much. You guys have been absolutely legendary. But it is now time for us to have a battle of waifus and kind of wind down the evening from all the drama. Plus, we got to try to hit tier 2. So that's how we're going to do it. All right, boys, let's fucking go. Waifu Battle on the road. All right, boys. So the Waifu Battle is in fact here. Now, if you guys missed the last Waifu Battle, we had a little bit of an upset. Just a little bit. Uh-oh. Toward Fan says Waifu? Oh, no. He has no idea. He has no idea. What? I like this calmer, hypnotic, very chill, smooth, mid-groove stream. Nice for the headache. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Moan JT left the house. Oh, no. I'll drop it right now, GDR. You drop a red boy, and I will have Smash JT moaning right now 3 times. 3 times. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Anyway, so the waifu battles here, and we had a little bit of an upset. There's a little bit of an upset on the last waifu battle. Not really, but a little bit. We have a brand new champion, and that champion is none other than good old Carmen Sandiego. That's right. That's right. Carmen Sandiego actually ended up beating Gyoku from what the fuck is it called? Apothecary Diaries. Jeez, I had a brain fart right now. Carmen Sandiego is the waifu battle champion. Okay. Now she's gonna go up against a challenger, and since I'm on the road, I have to go into my folder of previous waifus because I have to utilize the clips that I have because I can't edit the clips on the road like I can at home. So let's go over the rules before we bring out the challenger. Rule number 1: all super chats during the waifu battle can and will count towards a particular waifu, but the only way they're going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You have to put the name first. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, then it will not count. It doesn't matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact and you put the name of the waifu you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2: you can vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You can vote for the champion, who is Carmen Sandiego, or you can vote for the challenger, who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on screen at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen will be the one that counts. So please, if you're going to vote, vote early and vote hard. Do we understand the rules? I know we don't understand the rules. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I know we don't. All right, guys, listen. So today's challenger, I had to bring back, if we're bringing back, listen, man, Carmen Sandiego, Lady in Red, right? Lady in Red, you got to love it. You got to love it. I had to bring back another Lady in Red. I had to bring back someone that's being asked about a lot. This particular waifu, I think, is someone who might do well. I guess we're just going to have to find out. All right, boys. No, it's not Clippy. It's not Clippy. The waifu that's going to go up against good old Carmen Sandiego is going to be none other than the one and the only, legendary, by the way, Ada Wong. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Carmen Sandiego or is it going to be Ada Wong? The names are on the bottom in 2 seconds. The names are on the bottom. This song is playing. Let's see who is going to win. Ada Wong or Carmen Sandiego. Pick your lady in red. Pick your lady in red. Let's see. We'll find out. You know what's crazy? Every single time I introduced... Hold on. Let me lower the music so you guys can hear this shit. Every single time I introduce a Resident Evil waifu, I always get this exact comment, but in the opposite, right? So if I introduce Jill, they'll say, oh, you should have put Ada Wong. What you doing, Hypno? You should have put Ada Wong. Now that I do Ada Wong, fucking Dead Eyes Lock is like, oh, you should have did Jill. She's not more legendary than Jill. Man, I swear to God, man, fucking people can't make up their mind. They can't make up their mind, bro. Murdvoth with a 2 says Ada Shaw can have my Wong. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Ali Kusanagi with a 5 says Ada. Shout out to Ali Kusanagi. Thank you so much. So we got Sephiroth. Sephiroth with a $2 banger saying Ada Wong. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Oh, he says he's trolling. Okay. Okay. All right. Bio T Wolf with a 5 says Carmen San Diego. Ada has too many viruses. Claire for life. Wait. What kind of viruses we're talking about here? Toxin with a 2. Ada Wong can take my nemesis dong. That's crazy. That's insane. Legitimately insane. P Drake with a 2 says Ada Wong. All right, so far the majority of the votes are for Ada Wong. It looks like Carmen San Diego might get felted. I guess we're gonna see. We shall see. We'll find out. We'll find out Ada's tummy with the heart emojis. You focusing on the tummy, huh? You focusing on that? I get it. Bro, the amount of puns that I'm seeing right now for her last name, Wong choice, Wong timing. 2 Wongs don't make a right. I hate you guys. Fucking A, bro. Seriously? Oh my god. 2 Wongs don't make a right. That's crazy. Only here, I swear. Only here. We're getting closer and closer to tier 2. Everyone's been saying Clippy since I said I was new. Why? Every time someone says Clippy waifu, it brings me back to that one pic I've seen of Clippy. Oh, I don't want to see the clip. I'm scared. Me love you Wong time. Something Wong. Wong but feels so right. Wong hold. Oh no. Oh no. She has all the Wong viruses. Don't ring the Wong number. Vote all Wong long. Holy shit. Come on, boys. You got to try to get to tier 2 to the best of our ability. Don't let Carmen San Diego get felted like this. If she does, she will be permanently banned from the waifu battle, boys. Permanently banned. All right. I couldn't find another picture. And since this picture was such a good one, I figure let's just use it again. Carmen San Diego. She is on the screen. Let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Carmen San Diego? Or is it going to be Ada Wong from Full Metal Alchemist with the $10 banger, bro? Shout out to you, brother. Thank you so much for the 10. I appreciate that. TDR says ban her. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wong decision. Vote your Wong off. I agree. Nice Carmen pick. Thank you, Jason Long. That rhymes with Wong. I can help with that, but 489 says Carmen didn't look for her for so long to lose her now. I hope not. Hey, Deadeye's Lock. Deadeye's Lock. Oh, hold on. We just hit tier 2. Shout out to you guys. We hit tier 2. You legends, man. Thank you. Thank you for that. We saved it. Again, for the 100th and like 16th stream in a row, something like that. Deadeye's Lock with $1. This is Carmen San Diego. Shout out to you. Floor Wall Door with a 5 says Carmen San Diego. All right, the Carmen San Diego fans are coming back. They're coming back. You guys better get ready for that. Dead Star with a 2 says Ada's legs would go separate ways with me. I'm sure they would. Bioti Wolf with a $10 banger says Carmen. I like a villainous, but will not get me the Wong virus. That's crazy. By the way, I think Carmen San Diego's in the lead now. Or she's very close. I think she's in the lead, though. I think she's in the lead now. Uh-oh. What's going on with the Resident Evil fans? What's going on? I opened up a can of worms on this one? No, I didn't. I didn't start this. You guys started this. BioT says, no, she is not. Oh, she's getting close. Those last couple of super chats caught her up pretty nicely. Don't forget, you got Rumble super chats as well. There's $6 there for Carmen right now. Ada Wong is not that far ahead, bro. She's gotten very, very small super chats, so not that far ahead. We shall see. Hey, Tord fan, thanks for hanging out, man. I hope to see you on the next stream. Remember, 9 o'clock Eastern every day. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Legend. Absolute legend he is. Viren doesn't need to melt my clothes off with a potion. You can visibly see she makes me hungry. Shout out to GDR. Don't go limp for Ada Wong. Vote harder. Oh, they're going limp already. I can see. Is Hypno falling asleep? He's so low energy. I'm not low energy at all. I'm actually pretty hyped. But again, I can't be screaming. I'm not home. So I'm not trying to wake people up. You understand? Trying to be kind. Sephiroth with a 10 for Ada. Shout out to Sephiroth, man. Thank you so much, brother, for that 10. Mr. Vegeta with a 2. Carmen is so right. Ada so Wong. Of course. Yo, Blackguard. Oh no. Blackguard with a $50 mega banger, says Carmen San Diego, which of course means Carmen Wales Vagine in German. Holy shit. Carmen San Diego's in the lead right now. Will I moan for a red boy? No, I am not Smash JT. Holy shit, Blackguard. That is crazy. All right. It is time for the final countdown. Who is it going to be? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And that is it, man. The last super chat that is going to count is none other than the legend Blackguard with a $50 banger saying Carmen San Diego, man. The Resident Evil fans let Ada Wong just completely get fucking felted, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. I cannot believe that you guys let Ada Wong. You've been asking for her for ages. And you let her get absolutely wrecked. Oh man, mods counted up. Feed the ducks, feed the eagles, feed the ducks. You don't think that 50 wins it? I don't know. We'll see. I'll put the belt on Ada just in case, but I don't know, bro. I think it does. Let's find out. Let's let the mods count it up. Let the mods count it up, boys. That's hilarious if that's the case, bro. How far ahead was Ada Wong? I don't think she was that far ahead, bro. Ada Wong. Let's see. Oh. Not even close. I told you. I was like, people aren't voting that hard for Ada Wong. Everybody's all talk. Dude, I told you. What a felting. Oh, man. Damn. That's crazy. Ada Wong losing to Carmen San Diego. Damn, they got comfortable. That's what it is. They got comfortable. All right, let's call it out, boys. So we got Ada Wong at $37.86 against the current and still champion, Carmen San Diego, at $77.99, which means the winner and still Waifu Battle champion is none other than the one and the only Carmen San Diego. Ladies and gentlemen, damn, bro, that's crazy. Let's do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. One more. And it's crazy because you guys were having so much fun with puns on Ada's name, and you let her die in one night. you could have had days worth of puns, but it's okay. I'm sure there's people coping and seething right now.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that is going to do it for the Waifu Battle. Carmen Sandiego is going to go backstage. She will face off against another waifu tomorrow, Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do not miss it, ladies and gentlemen. Do not miss it. All right, boys, we are fully caught up everywhere. Shout out to all you guys for an amazing stream. I'm sorry for starting late, but we managed to get it done. And we had a good time, too. I thought this was a banger stream. But like I said, I'm sorry. It was chaotic today. But I got my camera now. We're all good. We're all set up, and I don't have to worry about it again. So thank you guys so much for liking the stream, commenting, spamming the chat, super chatting, gifting memberships, everything. I appreciate you. And shout out to the Hypno Mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you as well. Stay to the end for the raid, and I will see you guys on the next one. Till then, go be bigots and go be gooners. Bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you get.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina. Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Suck it, yeah, Jones. Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck baby, yeah, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in it, we eat, and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns. Fucking pronouns. Fucking gender ambiguity. Fucking current day Californian shit. 'Cause that's all we fucking know. 'Cause we're boring. We're so fucking Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.